So guys, hi to everybody. I hope you can hear me well. Yesterday I was actually talking a lot, first of all on the Zoom in the premium, after in the test trading session. Here also I had it as a live stream, and today I have a sore throat, like some kind of the cough even because I'm talking too much. And also I was making video yesterday after also the live streams and everything. So yesterday was so productive for me, it's crazy. So today I'm just like trying to a bit chill still. Some days you're just working a bit harder than on the others, and after you just need to have a bit of rest. So, and today's the day. It's Thursday, so I have a live stream here. Guys, hi to everybody. I already see your comments. Now I'm also gonna go to the chat and answer to all of you. So guys, please tell me, how are you? How do you feel? Where are you from? Also, because I always ask, but I actually see a lot of the people that I saw before in my live stream. So guys, hi to you as well. We're already a close friends. I cannot actually, say that you're subscribers or something, because we talk so much with you in the private messages as well on Telegram that I'm not talking to my friends that much actually, guys. So you are my friends. We're doing great. Okay, perfect. I'm ready for it. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mr. Gapey. What a cute nickname. Best mentor ever. Profit giver every day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, guys. If you already joined me before in the trading session and everything, also text any questions about that, any feedback. Bad feedback, good feedback, everything that you want, you can text here in the comments. So that's how we can also work on some of the situations. I can help you with something as well. So please, I'm really happy, of course, to chat with you. You're beautiful. Thank you so much. Today I straightened my hair, you see, because as you know, I did my hair, so it's the extension, because you saw me before that I had the short hair, right? Because that black is not my natural color. Actually, I have like light brown, and I did my hair black, I think like 4 years ago or something. I don't know. I just had this kind of the period of my life when I wanted to change something. I think the girls will understand me definitely. When you just want to change your hairstyle, your color of the hair and everything. No, it was not a breakup or something. I just wanted to change something because I felt that. And I was having like really short hair as well. I just cut it and I was going with a bob like for 2 years, I think, at that moment already. And I was like, okay, I'm dyeing my hair black and I'm doing the extension. I don't know why it happened. It was 4 years ago. So my hair was like this. Can you imagine how to cover it like with the extensions? It was really hard, but I had a good master and she did everything well. But for me, it was so uncomfortable, so difficult. I think the girls will also understand me when they have like not their own hair, but actually it's still natural hair. It's like a human hair. When I said it to some of my friends, they were like, what? Well, we're always thinking it's a fake hair, and it's like natural human hair. What the hell is that? But it's the one thing how you can make it like look really soft and shining and everything. So yeah, so somebody cut this hair and after it goes here. So yeah, and I was going on my just a little story, red hair. I like it so much. Really, do you have a red hair or you would like to do it? Red hair is also good. I was thinking about that, but I already cannot do it from the black color, and so it's kind of hard. Like, you can just tone it, like not color it completely. So it's gonna wash out of your face after, of your hair, sorry, not your face. So you're gonna have already not a red color. So that's how you can change it after really easily. So yeah, so after I was coming back 2 years later to my natural color, I realized I don't like it at all. And I was going like this. Maybe you can actually see the videos on my YouTube when I have, again, like my light hair, and after I just dyed it black one more time. And I was like, damn, why I did all of that? And I damaged my hair so much. So girls, if you're watching me and you want to change your color from black to light brown back or to the blonde, don't do this, because I just ruined my hair. I was doing to so many masters, salons, mask, everything, nothing helped. I just needed to cut it again. Can you imagine? So 2 years later, again, when it grows a bit, I cut it. And it was already like that, but the quality of the hair was not good, so that's why I did that. And now I have this. I hope it's gonna help me to grow my hair a bit faster. Just a girlish talk, I understand that probably the guys watching this right now thinking, what the hell is going on? But guys, it's gonna be finished soon. It's just a small talk, before we start. Do it into red from black. It's hard to do. First of all, I need to bleach it and after only go red. But it could be a good idea. Why you gave me this kind of the idea? I just stopped. I just stopped damaging my hair and now this idea again. So Lisa Master, beautiful live video session. Thank you. Hi, hello. I can wait for the live session. Want to see how you trade and also see the accuracy. Today on the live stream, I will try to trade in the live time, but actually we have a presentation today as usual because it's the educational live streams, as you know, every Thursday that I do. Because before I was doing the live streams when I only trade and everything, and of course I explain my trades, but at the same time for people that just joined, they need to understand like the structure, like from the start, from the beginning. And I understand that a lot of people, because I got these comments a lot, when they go to my channel, to my live streams, they're like, we don't understand anything because I don't explain the basics. So that's why I decided to make it more structured and make it presentations for you every time. I make it by myself, guys. I just spent on this like 1 hour today just to make the text and also the design and everything, because actually I just like it to do. And so I want it all to be structured. Also, I'm gonna open the trades, but I'm gonna also text the comment that on the live stream right now at Thursday, we don't trade. Because, for example, yesterday when I had a test trading session, I was having a live stream, but at the same time, I was sending the signals in the chat. So that's how you just follow the signals from the chat and you can check it out how the trade is going in live time. Today, I'm not gonna do this because the trading session we're gonna have in 2 hours in the VIP Club channel. So that's why, here we just ask any questions, I answer them. You also tell me a lot about your trading life, your trading experience. You ask the question that you have on your mind and you wanted to ask it, but you didn't have time or something else. Because, when we text with you, we just text. But that's how, like in the better format and more convenient one, we can talk about more. So on the live stream here, we don't trade because, you're not following my signals, even if I open it, because there's a really big delay, like 15-20 seconds. I'm going to text it. On the live stream today, we don't follow trades, because on YouTube it's a big delay. So I'm gonna pin this message so you're not gonna lose it. Okay, so I'm gonna read your comments really fast. Best mentor ever, Desiree, thank you. I'm ready for it. Hi, Lisa. Munich, but born in Serbia, Slavic brothers. Perfect. Munich, and Munich is a beautiful city, first of all. I always wanted to go to Germany, and one of my friends is living there now, so I'm thinking maybe one time. In Serbia also. We're doing great. Hey, Lisa, I'm working at Walmart. Okay, hello. Hi, Lisa. Hi. You should sing again. You were on the premium session yesterday, I think. I was telling about that yesterday. That I was at home and I was singing, and I thought that I need to go to the vocal lessons because I like to sing. Grace from Zambia. Hi. I have a lot of the people actually from there. Don't lose your energy on the chat, but of course you can answer some questions. But what about you? How was your day? It was good, thank you. I was waking up early, cleaning a bit, going to the breakfast with the girls. After I was at the gym, it was all in the morning. After I was working all of the time, so that was kind of productive. And also today I have a birthday of one of my friends, and I'm gonna go there after all of the work, after the live stream, after the trading session. So I think it's gonna be fun. So I'm just gonna open some trades while we're gonna talk, so that's how we don't waste the time. But again, I don't recommend guys to follow my trades because it's a big delay on the live stream. For example, I'm just going to change it now to 7 minutes, but we're going to check it out. I just want to open for a longer time of the expiration, so we don't need to open a trade like every 2 minutes or something. So we can see your Japanese yen. Actually, as we can see now, real market is much more better than before. And we can see a lot of the currency pairs with a good payout, and also with some trend at least, even in the short term. Here, actually, the only one thing that I don't like that we can see here is the resistance level, right? So we need to wait for the price to break it and to show that it's going to be continuation of the upward trend, and only after that we can open a buy trade, not before, because it can reverse at any time. Euro USD also pretty good. Let's do here for 6 minutes. Let's do 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm gonna change to 1% of my deposit, gonna open a buy trade. As you can see, even euro/USD, 92%. That's pretty good. And now, guys, we're just gonna have it here. And here it is. Here what I prepare for you. The presentation. Whoa. So again, it's for you all to be structured more, I think, about your knowledges, and I think this is pretty great format. So please let me know if you like this kind of the format. I know that you like the trading sessions a lot, but actually, guys, I have them a lot. Sometimes I have 2 trading sessions in the day just in VIP. Sometimes 1. Also, I have a 4, I think, trading sessions in premium. Now I'm also working on something else for you, so I'm gonna tell about this soon. So it's a lot of things also that are going to happen. I'm from Ethiopia. Hey, you're our chef, Lisa. Let's get to some job. Yeah, are you ready? Okay. Lisa, I'm from Zambia. Just a quick one. Can I start with $10? I don't recommend really to start with $10. I was answering to this question a lot, and it's not because it's small amount. No, guys, deposit more. No, I don't care because I don't have any minimum deposit actually in the VIP. You can deposit $10. I will still give you the link to the VIP Club channel. There's no like minimum amount of money that you need to deposit. I don't care about that. But the only one thing that you need to be care about, that you're not gonna have enough money for, any covering of the minuses. Like, for example, we have 2 options, right? The catch-up system, when we just don't close the trade in the plus, and after we double this amount of money per trade and covering this losses and still have a profit. The second option is that you just use the fixed amount of money. So for example, you open a trade for $1, you already have $9 in the balance. You didn't close it in the plus. You open the next trade for $1, so you don't risk, you don't open it for $2, right? And you have just 92 cents. So you're still in the minus actually from the previous trade, but you close it. After you got, for example, 2 minuses in a row. And so that's how you have $8, even less, $7.92. So you do, another trade for $1 just to trying to come back to the same deposit that you had before. Okay, you have $8. And that's it, how you need to make 3 more trades to come back to the previous deposit that you had. So this is the biggest disadvantage of the small deposit. You can start with this, but this is going to be a really, really long way. And here you don't have that much actually room for a mistake, And so that's how it's going to be really easy to cover your losses as well. Can you increase the number of trades on each session? 4 trades is a little less. Sometimes, for example, yesterday in the main trading, on the main channel, I don't remember how much I had, but I think I had more. In the premium yesterday, yes, we had a bit less, like it was 4 or 5. But this is all just because I was checking for the currency pairs a lot. I was also explaining a lot of the rules and everything. That's why, a lot of people ask me a lot of the voice trading session, but at the same time in the voice trading session, I talk a lot. I explain the trades. I choose the currency pair a long time because I need to answer also to a lot of the messages and comments. So that's why at the voice trading session is really hard to do sometimes. On the regular trading session, also that not the voice ones. Sometimes also it's 4 or 5 trades for 1 hour, like that we close in the plus, not including the catch-ups, right, or some other trades. So like 5 pluses, but actually this is pretty great result, 5 pluses, because the people that trading with a longer time of the expiration, 10, 20, 30 minutes per trade, for 1 hour, they could just close 2 trades and actually 2 of them could be in the minus. So it's actually a pretty good amount of the trades that could be closed in the plus, I think. Of course, I understand that you want to have 10, 15 profits for an hour, but guys, this is sometimes it's possible when the market is really good and we can just open a trade after the trade and raw close all of them in the plus. But when, for example, we don't close any trades, I analyze it all over again. I look for the other currency pair. It also like 5-10 minutes, for example, of the time after I'm sending you this currency pair, I'm asking if everybody is ready. So of course that takes time, because I cannot just silently send you the currency pair or just a signal without checking anything. So I think you also need to be interested in that I'm not making it in a rush, I'm not making it fast. I'm analyzing it and I'm sending it when I'm sure about that already. So sometimes there's a 2 catch-ups, also there's a 3 catch-ups. Of course, I'm trying to make it as less as possible, but at the same time, if we have 2-3 catch-ups and only 1 closing trade, for example, it's 4 trades right? Already. So if we will calculate it all with the catch-ups, it's going to be much more. It could be 15, 10 trades or something. But with the pluses, for example, it's 5. So that's how we cover our losses, still have a profit, right? But sometimes it's less as well. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Hi, Norbert. Nice. Yeah, Draka is also in Munich. Did this stochastic and MACD today. Let me check it out. What kind of indicators I was using. No, I was not even using an indicator. We closed this trade, guys, as you can see. We close it because the price was much more higher. Okay, let's open here another buy trade. As you can see, everything is really clear. The upward trend without that many corrections, so it's perfect. So let's start. I'm gonna after rate also all of the comments. So the best expiration time for trading, this is our topic for today. If you also have any questions about that, of course you can text. So let's start. The question, what is the best expiration time? Sounds simple, but in reality, it's one of the most deceptive questions in trading. And a lot of people ask me also about that. Because behind it hides the illusion that somewhere there is a perfect timing setting, a magic number, you know. Set 5 minutes and you win. Set 15 minutes and you lose, you know. But in reality, of course, I think you'll also understand that it doesn't work that way. Expiration is not about, you know, what is better. It is about what matches your style, your psychology, your decision-making speed, and the specific market model you trade. I was also telling about it before, and now we're going to talk about this more. So we start with 1 to 5 minutes time of the expiration. This is exactly the format I trade, and it has serious advantages. I'm going to tell you about that, but also what I want to say, I want to know, guys, if you want more longer time of the expiration trades to see from me, because I was starting to do that, but I didn't see that much feedback about this, because I know that most of the people like to trade with the short term, but at the same time I think it could be a really good idea to trade with 10-15 minutes trade. For example, I'm gonna create a channel or something, and there I'm gonna send you like this kind of the long-term trades, maybe even for 30 minutes or 1 hour and everything, and you're gonna receive it, and you also can open a trade already for 1 hour, 30 minutes and everything. So that's how, you know, all of the entry point is not gonna be, you know, that big thing, because it's gonna be 1 hour time of the expiration, you know. So what do you think? Let me know more about that. If you'd like to see like middle term trading, 15, 20, 30 minutes, 1 hour from me. That's how this kind of the trades could be inside of the day. For example, in the morning, at the you know, lunchtime and everything. Of course, it's not gonna be like 10 trades also. It could be 2, 3, 4 trades like this in a daytime. So please let me know about that. So, but we're gonna talk about firstly 1 to 5 minutes time of the expiration. First, the first advantage is speed, of course. You don't want wait forever for the results, right? The market quickly confirms whether your idea was correct or not. This is what why I like the short time of the expiration, definitely. Second is a frequency of opportunities, because within one session you can see dozens of setups, breakouts, pullbacks, retest, fake outs, momentum reversals. And this is also one of the biggest advantages I think that I like, because here you can have so many situations and literally work with them. Third, it's strong technical logic. That's why I mostly use technical analysis, right? Not fundamental analysis. Because on short expiration models like impulse, correction, continuation, range breakouts, or bounce from exhaustion levels work very well. So we are trading here structure, not, you know, macroeconomics. This is what I like, you know, because on the news, I was trading and I know how to trade on the news, but at the same time, this is not my perfect thing to do, you know, because it's not really hard to analyze the news actually, and it's not that interesting as well. So I think I'm more into the technical analysis. That's why I'm always showing it as well in my YouTube videos, in my training sessions and everything. There is also another advantage, it's fast feedback. So mistakes become obvious immediately. There's no illusion of maybe it will turn later, maybe I will close the trade and everything, and you're waiting for 20, 30 minutes to see the result. The market shows you very quickly whether your idea was objective or emotional. So this accelerates learning dramatically. You learn really, really fast on that, definitely. But of course, there are disadvantages that we need to talk about, right? Market noise is higher. A small pullback can invalidate an otherwise good idea. And you need a strong focus here. One distraction and the entry is gone. Absolutely. Also, psychological pressure is higher because decisions must be made quickly, and that's why it's not for everybody. I was also telling it a lot, like there is a different formats and you just need to find the format and time of the expiration that more comfortable for you. So if you like to make the decisions really fast, to analyze your mistakes, to find different setups and everything, and you feel comfortable in that, this is for you, definitely. But if you feel like you need more time to analyze, just to to find some currency pair, some situation and everything, you would like to wait either than every 2 minutes open a new trade. For you, there is already 10, 15, 20 minutes time of the expiration is going to be better. So most importantly also, that short expirations require a very strict system. That's why I'm always telling about that, because improvisation gets punished faster, really, really faster. So let's check it out our trade, by the way. I think here we got a reversal a bit. So we're just gonna wait. Maybe it's gonna reverse from this level already, but we couldn't know that here for sure because it was pretty good upward trend. So of course it could happen also in the market. That's why the short term sometimes, but actually we use not like 2-3 minutes. Here we use 5 minutes. That's why I need to be really careful with that, and always use 1% of your deposit only. So that's how in case of something you can use a catch up or just open another trade just to cover your losses. So now let's look at 10-15 minutes. This format is calmer, definitely, because there's less noise and movements are more mature, and the market has time to develop your idea. It works well for trading trends, continuation after a correction, or for more structured breakouts. Mostly for I like more to trade on 10-15 minutes with trading trend continuation, definitely, especially after the correction, as we also have it here. Or when you see the more structured breakouts or something, but actually it's better to follow the trend. The downside is also we have here favored trades, longer waiting time, right? Well, comparing to the 1 to 5 minute, also more exposure to unexpected new spikes, and psychologically it can be harder to sit, and watch price fluctuate without instant feedback. Like you're thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen what's going to happen here and everything. And you wait like this for 10-15 minutes. And actually when you open a trade, this 10-15 minutes, it feels like eternity. It feels like forever. Absolutely. Like, I don't know, like 1 hour actually. When you trade, the time is always much more longer. Definitely. Here we're going to open a sell trade for the same amount of money. So that's how we can just cover the losses, especially that the payout is 92%. So also, the 20-30 minute range right now, it moves you closer to semi-intraday style, right? So here you must consider higher time frames and overall market context. And if you traded before with the short term, like really, really short term, like 1 to 5 minutes, to change to 20-30 minutes is going to be really hard actually, because you were looking and analyzing the market in an absolutely different way. It's absolutely different analyzing that you need to do when you trade with 1 to 5 minutes and 20-30 minutes. It's absolutely different. So the advantage is cleaner movement. Small random fluctuations from M1 matter less, definitely. But the disadvantage is that if your entry is wrong, the market has plenty of time to fully reverse against you. Firstly, you see you're opening a trade and you see how it's moving in the direction that you need. You open a buy trade, for example, and after, for example, for 10 minutes, and then in the next 10 or 20 minutes, it's just reversing downward, and that's it. And you were thinking, right, that, if I have a longer time of the expiration, I'm definitely gonna have the upward trend, everything's gonna be good, but you didn't guess it right again, because it's not only about time of the expiration, expiration is also about the structure of the price, how it was reacting before, where's the previous support resistance levels. At the same time, again, you cannot know it for sure when it's the new resistance or support level is gonna happen, and when the price is gonna reverse, and if you gonna have like this enough time. And maybe like if you would open, for example, a trade for the first 10 minutes when the price was in the plus, you would close it in the profit. But the next 10 minutes, the last one, was no need actually. So, but that's how also you learn. First of all, you learn in the demo account, and after that also you can already practice it more on the real one. So at 1 hour, you're trading larger structure within the day, right? Levels tend to hold more reliably. Also, movements are more meaningful. There is less over trading and less emotional house, because, well, for 24 hours, even if you trade, I don't know, all of the day, you can open maximum 24 trades, maximum. But again, there are trade-offs. You need deeper market understanding. Absolutely, again, it's absolutely different from 1 to 5 minutes. If direction is wrong, you wait longer to see the outcome. Also, patience becomes essential here. So if you're not patient and you cannot wait for 1 hour to wait till the end of the trade, well, maybe it's not for you. But at the same time, you can open a trade for 1 hour and you can just, go do your things. At the same time, it's still good, to check it out sometimes on the trade and everything. Of course, you don't need to look like that on the screen all of the 1 hour, not going anywhere. Of course, you can open a trade and just check it out later. Just make a timer for yourself to check it out, like, for example, every 15 minutes or 30 minutes even. So because actually it's not going to change anything, because again, in the options we don't have a stop losses, so like we cannot leave the situation at any moment. Actually, we have a time of the expiration, it's a fixed one, so either later or sooner you will still know the result, and it's not going to be changing. So not everyone, right, is psychologically built for this place. Me, definitely no. Definitely no. I can as the additionally do that, but not like as a main trading sessions. I'm too impatient. So there is no best actually expiration time. There is only the expiration time that strengthens your specific trading model. So if you trade 1 to 5 minutes, this gives you speed, frequent opportunities, fast feedback, and the ability to work with momentum and local structure, right? It is an aggressive style, definitely, but when systemized properly, it can be very, very effective. It requires discipline, focus, and precise level of regarding, but it rewards you with adaptability and the rhythm as well, and pretty fast results, right? Another trader might hate this tempo and feel comfortable only with 30 minutes or 1 hour, for example, expirations, right? And that trader would be also right for themselves, because the best expiration, again, does not exist. And what exists is alignment between your decision-making speed, your psychological tolerance, your market model, and the way you read structure. So again, expiration time is not a magic parameter, right? It's a tool. And like any tool, it only works when it fits the person using it. Bum, bum, bum. I was telling about that also before in the live streams. I think that's... Oh, we have 1 second. We were in time. We closed the trade here. I'm going to open another sold trade. Wow. Actually, the market is really surprising me today. It's a lot of the currency pairs in the real market with the payout of 92%, as you can see, and pretty good also trends, like without that many fluctuations. Not on all of them, of course, but still. So, yeah. So this was my points that I wanted to say about the time of the expirations. I will also post this presentation in my main channel. By the way, the link is going to be in the description of this video, guys. Please follow only the links from the description of my YouTube, because there's a lot of the fake accounts now. So please check it out if you have my official Telegram channel, my official Telegram account also, because there's a lot of the accounts, not even the channels, that created with my name, with my photos. And I was texting already to the support of the Telegram, but as you know, in Telegram, there's a lot of things that they're not blocking because it's like free community, free space, So it's kind of hard to, block the channel that you reported because they just stole your photos. Telegram doesn't care too much about that. So yeah, so please check it out. Only one, my official channel. There's also my Telegram contact that I pin up to every post. I have there 134,000 subscribers. I remembered. So yeah, and please follow me only on the official Telegram. So now I'm gonna check it out your comments. Hello from Greece, Costas. Okay, perfect. Greece. Greece is beautiful. It's a beautiful country. I would like to go there one time. What is up, everybody? Um, don't get mad at me, but for the first, I think that you are AI girl. Thank you. Actually, it's kind of compliment, right? Right now, because the AI, like the people in the AI, looks pretty good, right? So I think this is a compliment. Thank you so much. Hi, Lisa. It's Terry from Roseburg. Hi, Terry. Hi, Terry. It's one of my big friends. Actually, not even subscriber. Again, I cannot say subscriber because I think Terry with me for 1.5 years minimum. Minimum. He's always watching my live streams. I appreciate that so much. On my voice trading session, he's always there. So, and I actually have a lot of the subscribers like that. So I appreciate that a lot. Okay, yeah, I get that. Hey Lisa, AI is not good yet. Well, it's pretty good though. It's pretty good, actually. I'm not using any AIs actually for, I don't know, the photos or something. Maybe I should, so I don't need to to make the content or something. But no, of course not. Now the AI cannot still compete with the humans. I think, of course, it's already pretty smart. And I saw that now there is even some AIs. They created their own like social media, and some of them IT companies created that. So they created their own social media, the AIs, can you imagine? And they created the whole personality for everybody, the accounts and everything, and they talk about the things that they worry about, like they're the people about, oh, I'm a robot, I don't have that good, program and everything, and they're testing the post about that, like they're humans. It's crazy, and they're answering to each other. They're creating even like a dating apps for the AIs. It's crazy. When I heard that, I was like, what the hell is going on? On the beat, let's take it for real. Read the stuff, you will need that. Yeah, thank you. May I ask, what is the difference between your ketchup system and the classic martingale? No difference. I was telling that before also, that I just called it ketchup system, so it's like easier to pronounce, to remember and everything, I think, because martingale system, well, sounds like something boring. So everybody could just remember that, because martingale is not kind of thing that you will remember definitely. Ketchup system, yeah, ketchup, So that's why I just name it like that. Hi, long time duration most time doesn't end well. Well, I don't agree. It just depends on how you analyze the market. But tell me also your experience. Such a wonderful energy. We will smash VIP channel session. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, actually today, and also it's not only about my energy, because I always have good energy, only if I'm not sick or something. It's always about the market, because I'm always in a good mood, always, mostly of the time. And today actually the market is making me kind of happy, as you can see. Now we're gonna close another trade here, 14 seconds, and it's Euro/USD, guys. I'm still surprised, because on Euro USD it's actually a lot of the fluctuation most of the time. We can see it here as well, and like on Euro/USD, mostly it's better to trade with a longer time of the expiration, like 10 minutes or 15 or 20. So that's how you can catch some of the trend, because on the short term, it's almost impossible there to trade. But today it's possible. We trade with just 5 minutes. So, hi. Bro, if you're doing the Forex, you will see like 4 hours to 8 hours, and some stocks or crypto, you will see the results if you're working in the group of people. Yeah, I mean, all of the time of the expiration can work. All of the time of the expiration, 4 hours, 8 hours, days, weeks. I was making the video also before about one of the Japanese trader. I honestly forgot his name, and he was really young. Now we don't have like that much news about him, but still, he was very young, and he was just waiting days and weeks for, I don't remember on what he was trading, stocks. I think stocks, yeah. So he was waiting for the stocks to, go lower and lower and lower, like for days, for weeks and everything, when he see a downward trend. After, when it's the end of the downward trend, he also see good news about, for example, this company. He just opens a trade to buy for like also days and weeks. Sometimes it was even the month, imagine, because he knew that after a long downward trend, it's definitely going to be a reversal. It's definitely, especially when it goes for that long time, and especially that there's a good news. So he made like 100 something millions of dollars, and it was like long time ago. So for that time, it was freaking big money. So, and he was just like 20 something years old. It's crazy. So everything is possible actually, and there's a lot of the examples of that you can make money in anything if you know what to do. If you're professional in that, you can make money in anything, literally, and including in trading as well. In any time of the expiration, just need to understand the strategy. Oh my God, Lisa, you're so awesome. I just don't know what I would do without you. Thank you so much. So nice to see and to hear that. Are we going to take a live trade today here? I have a pinned comment here that this live stream is more like educational one. Yeah, I'm opening a trade, but at the same time, it's pretty big delay on the YouTube, like 20 seconds, sometimes 15 seconds. So if you will open a trade following it from my live stream, you're going to have a really big delay, and we're going to have a different entry point. So there's no point in that, right? So for example, when yesterday I had a test trading session in the main channel, I was having a live stream, but at the same time, at the same second, I was sending the signals in the chat. As you can see today, I don't do it because it's educational live stream. We're going to have a trading session in 1.5 hours and the VIP. When I finish the live stream, then 1 hour, we need to wait, and there is going to be the stream, the trading session. I'm no live guy. Will again spend all day on laptop just to do trades if it's like 1 or 2 hours. That's actually, you know, a lot of people. I was recently making a short video for you, like a motivational one. A lot of people say that like in your 20s, when you're 25 and everything, or you're younger, you need to party, you need to have fun, you need to, you know, live all of your life and everything. You don't need to be at home working or something. You just need to enjoy the life. But actually, this is not true. Well, it's true for somebody. For somebody, it's right. It's fine. But actually, your 20s is the best years to work. And actually, any years is the best to work. But if you are right now in your 20s, from 20 to 27, for example, 28 right now, and you're still thinking that, oh, I can party, you can do that. But at the same time, just imagine how much time you will lose in that if you can invest this time in the work, and your brain, in your mindset, and your knowledges, and you can make money after with that. So, because also when you're in your 20s, you are having so much energy. I mean, remember yourself in these years. If you're, for example, older right now. I remember myself in these years, I could sleep 4 hours and after go party again. I'm partying for all of the day, and after I go party again, for example. I was not that big party go, but still, I mean, for example, you can, when you were in school or in the university, you can sleep for 3 hours because you were learning, reading something and everything, being ready for the exam. 3 hours, and you're still feeling good after you spent all of the day, for example, in the college, and after in the evening you go to party, and you still have the energy. So you were not sleeping almost all of the day. Because again, this is the best time. You have so much energy, and actually at any moment, of course, at any age you could start it. But if now you're really, really young, and I think that, oh, I'm sitting at home spending time working when everybody's having fun, actually this is not the good mindset. This is really, really nice and great. We didn't close this rate, we got a corrective candle, that you spend the time even at home, but you're working. Of course, you still need to have some social life, not to have any like depression or something else. You need to have a physical activity and everything. But I think I only did all of that just because I was working more than everybody else. When everybody else was going to parties and everything, was having fun, I don't know, dating somebody, I was just working all of the time. I was working so much because I knew that I want to be independent. I want to travel the world. I had the goals that I wanted. Now, even, you know, when this year started, 2026, and I was like, I'm always texting the list of my goals. And I was looking at the, you know, at all of the list that I made in the previous year. I made everything that I wanted. And I'm thinking, what should I do this year? Like, it feels like I have everything. But actually, I was like, wow, this is actually how the life could be, you know? When you don't have this, like, I don't know, already craving, for money, for I don't know, travels and everything, because you already been there, and it feels so great when you actually made it for yourself. And I just feel so grateful that I started, before. And also when everybody was partying and everything, I was working, because now the people that was partying in my age, when they were in the college or something, now they're working really hard. And for me, actually, I can work less, much more less, and having, some level of the life that I want. So this is pretty, good advantage of the work that you can have. Definitely, definitely. I wanted to say something else. Something else. I'm gonna remember about that. So let's check it out some other situation. Here's a pretty good one though. Let's open here trade up for 5 minutes. As we can see, we were checking this currency pair before, and I told you before that if it will cross this level and start moving upward and continue the upward trend, we're gonna open here a buy trade. So that's what we did here. So how much is the minimum deposit I can add it to the VIP group? There's no minimum deposit, but at the same time, I recommend to start with at least $50, $100. So that's how you can use a catch-up system, and you can still at least, see some result actually. And in case of some minuses, you can still cover your losses. So that is just my recommendation. Kia Ora from New Zealand. New Zealand, perfect. Hello, hello, loving the content. Thank you so much. You need any deposit to get into VIP channel and send it to the Lisa. And you're just taking a photo. Yeah, but you take a chat with us and explain some good stuff on pocket option platform. Now you need to be yourself and not be a parent's buck. This is a win-win. They're alcoholic and okay, guys, don't know how to spend time in something good, just ruin their life a lot. You was in that stuff and make it your way, and you are on your way. Yes, that's true. Everybody has their own way, definitely, and their own choice. But at the same time, my mom was always telling me, like, nobody's gonna, do that for you. Nobody's gonna come to you. Even though, for example, I'm your mom and everything, sometimes I cannot come. I'm far away, for example, or I don't know, I have some other things to do. For example, like helping you financially, so I never had a chance to rely on my parents, for example. And I'm not saying that this is bad. I think I would like to have, some kind of the support like this when I just started, because it was really difficult. Like I had nothing, and I understood that I'm the only one that can solve my own problems. That was hard, but actually taught me a lot that nobody will come, sometimes. You don't need to rely on somebody, on, I don't know, your partner, even on your family sometimes. Like, you don't need to think that they should do something for you. And if they don't, they are betrayers or something else, they didn't help you, no, because you're all adults, and also when you grow up, you separate from your parents. You separate, and they are not, need to be, you cannot be dependent on them anymore, actually. That's it. When you're 18, you just go. I know that maybe it's just how I was raised, I think. My parents were never saying me, oh, you need to leave or something else. No. It was absolutely my choice. I wanted to live adult life, to travel, to go somewhere, to live separately and everything. So when I was already 18, I was living separately with my parents, because I was just feeling more comfortable like this, because I already have my life. And at the same time, I just wanted to feel how it is to be an adult, to solve all of these things. And at first it was fucking difficult. It was really, really difficult, because you don't know what to do, and every time you call somebody to ask how to make a soup, for example. But I teach you a lot. So you just go on the risk every time in your life, every time. And you learn something about that, because there's no more other way. If you do like all of the things that you did before, you're never gonna have the result that you want to have. So you need to do new things to get something that you want, because you never did that before as well. So that's also like the new moves, the new knowledges is gonna give you something you didn't have before. So we were talking also about time of the expiration. I was talking a lot about everything. Just for you. What is your advice on how to properly trade with $50 account with minimum risk? Trading with $1 per trade. What is the minimum risk? Well, you have two choices when you lose a trade. First one is the catch-up system. I was telling that before. For example, if you don't close a trade, the first one for $1, you open the next trade for $2, right? That's how you're gonna cover your losses and have a profit as well. So that's how you're gonna like increase your amount of money and your balance more fastly. But there is a risk that you can also not close this trade, for example, and you need to open the next one for $4 and for $8 and everything. So if you don't want to have it, you want to have a minimum risk, or for example, you're not sure also in the situation, you can use a fixed amount of money per trade. For example, the first trade is $1, the next trade is also $1. So that's how you can just cover your losses, even though you don't, like, you mostly cover it. If you have 92% payout, you're gonna have like 92 cents, right? Not like $1 back. So we're gonna close, we're gonna open another one after. We got a reversal here as well. Kind of, I didn't wait for this. Definitely, maybe it's a resistance level gonna be appearing here, and now it's gonna reverse, even though it actually broke the previous resistance level here. So with a fixed amount of money, you have less risk, definitely, because you're not doubling your amount of money per trade. But that's how you're gonna move slower. But at the same time, I recommend now more this strategy to everybody, especially if you just start. So that's how you don't risk too much and you trade more calmly. Yeah, it's gonna be much more longer, like to achieve some kind of the deposit, right? And to make it faster, but at the same time, it's just less riskful. How often do you see family? Usually one time, 2 times per year. 1 time, 2 times per year. But now I see them more. So yeah, because it's pretty important. And I'm spending like longer time, like 1 month, 2 months or something. Sometimes it was in 3, and after I go travel again, but they get used to it. Yeah, like to have free room and food, and like to be in 3 months of studying and get paid for that, like a little win from the back. Yeah, I was on my own rented apartment and work like from my age of 19 till now. Perfect. That's good, but I can understand how hard it could be. I'm gonna open here another trade. As we can see, it's again reversed, but it's kind of fluctuating. I hope it's not gonna be a sideways market here. I can understand how difficult that is, but actually I think this is a pretty great experience when you start living by yourself, you start making money and everything, you start seeing so many like possibilities, how to make it, because when you are in your comfort zone, you're never gonna do that. I still haven't begun my first trade here. How many trades have you given leave now? I'm not giving here trades. I was answering to this before. You can see the pinned message also, my comment that I did before, that on the Slipstream, we don't trade because on the YouTube, there's a pretty big delay. So I don't know how many trades I opened, 4, maybe 5, something like this, but we're not following it now, okay? Because again, there is a pretty big delay on the YouTube. So after, we're gonna have a trading session in the VIP, and we're gonna continue there. So Euro Japanese yen is kind of tricky, as we can see, but it's kind of close to our resistance level. I hope it's not gonna be a reversal here, and I hope it's gonna reversal in the direction that we need. So we're just gonna wait. Do they visit you? Yes, sometime. I think you did all right, sweetheart, because look at you now. Thank you so much. You're also doing everything right, guys. So just, remind yourself at any moments when you have a difficult moment or something, just that you do everything right. Because even, I heard this kind of the phrase recently, that maybe the part of your life that you're scary now of, because it's something new, is going to be your favorite one. And it actually could be like this. This is a fan question, guys. Something are private. Yeah. Becoming adult is hard. I agree, with all my respect. Sometimes I think that you should have started a photo model career. I'm sure you would be really successful. Thank you so much. No, actually, a few people were saying that to me, but I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I don't know, because I think I've seen myself, the things that not other people saying, because we're girls, at the same time, we want to change this and this and this, and at the same time, I think for me, what I saw from the other side, because I have some friends that are models. It's really hard work. It's really hard work, and it's pretty bad sometimes for your health. Mm, because it's flights, you live in countries that you don't want to live because of the contract or something else. You need to be skinny, you need not to eat anything, you need to be in the parameters. So, but thank you. Maybe one day, who knows? Maybe one day I will go on the, gotta do a catwalk with Dior, for example. Do you feel sad sometime? Of course I do. Of course I do. Because we're all human beings. Um, but the thing to say that, I'm not really a sad person in general, actually. I can be sad, just for a moment, but I'm never like in the depression, or I've never been, how do I say that? I'm not crying, too much. I mean, it's not like a good trait of me or something, because actually crying is good, like you can express all of your emotions, but I'm just like the person that lived through a lot of the things like really easy, I think. It's just kind of the thing of my personality that I'm pretty calm, reacting on the stress. I'm pretty calm because I know that everything could be solved, everything would be fine, as it was always before. I think when you are your own like boss, you're working by yourself, you have your projects, business, and everything, as I have, it just makes you stronger. I think that's why, like, you just make yourself, and you have a different mindset about everything. Like the small things that you were worried about before is all it's small things, you're not thinking about that mostly. And if you're sad, okay, you just live through that after you just go, and the next day, not like nothing happened, but you just focus on the other things. Like I'm never like falling in the some kind of I'm staying at home, I'm gonna watch a series, do nothing, because activity is creating the activity. A lot of people, when they have a good bad mood, they're staying still at home, and this is the worst mistake that you can do. You need to go, you need to make the activity, you need to go to the workout and everything. So even if I feel bad, I just send this energy to something else, and that's what helps me to not even forget about that, but just to change my focus, and that works pretty fast. But at the same time, I'm not just ignoring my feelings. It doesn't mean that. I'm just, I think, pretty fast on analyzing what happened to me, if I'm sad or not, if I can solve it. If I can't, okay, I just accept that. If I can, I'm thinking how I can do that. Like I have more like, I think, systematic brain now, especially after I started training. And I know that any situation could be solved, and if it cannot be solved, you cannot do anything about that. You cannot be sad about this because you cannot solve it. You cannot. You checked all of the, for example, things that you can do. Well, that's it. So I think this is also the mindset that a lot of the traders has. Some of the people has it from the beginning. Some of the people is, start creating this kind of the mindset when they start trading. But that's pretty, important thing. To control your emotions, to be calm. It's not about like being unemotional, like don't have any emotions, because it's already a psychopathic things. If you don't have any empathy, any emotions, that's kind of bad actually for the mental health. It's just about like how you can control yourself, your own emotions, how you work with them, how you reflect on them as well, like some kind of the thoughts that you have, and you can just work with I don't know, talk with your girls, talk with yourself, do a diary, for example. I do it sometimes, when I have too much thoughts, not even the bad ones, but just too much thoughts, and I feel like my brain is I'm just texting a diary, what I have in my mind, what I have to do with this and everything. So I think I'm more like systematic in that, and that helps me a lot. So if you also would like to continue trading, I think this is pretty good trade that I can recommend to work on. Systematic mindset, more calm, trying to after also like when you growing and you're getting like older, you're more calm in all of the situations. Like me 10 years ago, I would like, I don't know, I would make some situation like really big, really big, I would think, oh my God, this is the end of the life and everything, because we all have it. But now I'm like, okay, that's fine. Because I already lived through that, with the experience of your life, you understand that, well, if I'm healthy, my family healthy, my friends is healthy, actually everything is good. Everything is good. And I heard also the phrase that, what is the phrase was that? Wait a second. Like you have 100 problems. Wait a second, I'm trying to remember that. Damn. It was about like, if you have 100 problems, but if you have a problems with the health, you don't have any more problems. It was something like this. Like, you think that you have so many problems in your life, but actually we just need to appreciate that we're alive, we're healthy, everything is good, we can live this life, this is such a great experience, and just enjoy it. Just find something that you like and be happy as well. Do you have many friends? I think I have many friends, but like close friends, not that much, I think. Because, it's kind of different kind of the emotional closeness that you're not showing to everybody, of course. And but I have a lot of the friends, but closer friends is less, definitely. But I like to talk with the people, like to know new people and everything. So I'm 50% I'm extrovert, 50% I'm introvert. Sometimes I like to be at home by myself at the gym and everything. Sometimes I want to go to some events. I need to focus on books and mentorship like Lisa do, because you get a lot of information from videos. Yeah. Watching live stream from the bibliothèque. Okay. That's good to hear. You get Lisa emotional, go to your psychologist. No, I'm not emotional. We're just, we're talking about the different things. I think it's also pretty important to know. So today we had a lot of them, actually. Questions. It was about time of the expiration, how to trade, how to open a trade, analysis and everything also. Because the emotional part of trading is also pretty important, your mindset, how do you react to the trades and everything. So it's also pretty important to talk about that, definitely, because a lot of people is only pointing on the technical things, but it's actually not the only thing. In trading, there's so many nuances that you need to follow, that you need to know, and not everybody's talking about that, definitely. We have 17 seconds, we have some corrective candle, but guys, we gotta finish the live stream really soon. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching it. Thank you. We talked really good. I feel on the live streams, I feel much more closer with you, and this is also pretty important. So thank you everybody that you joined me here today. I really love that. And in 1 hour we're gonna have a trading session in the web. I'm sure it's gonna be great. And yeah, thank you so much. Follow also the link in the description of this live stream. You can find there my only one official Telegram. As you know, again, there's a lot of the fake channels, so please only follow the link in the description of this video. So guys, I love you all, and we're gonna see each other really soon. Bye bye.